Hi everybody, my name is Nari and you will find me on the Doula Nari channel where I discuss all things relating to family life. But today we're going to be talking about behaviours that you might expect after you foster or adopt a child or children. So if you think that all things relating to family life, whether it be stuff relating to birth and pregnancy, family life in general, or fostering and adoption is something that you really want to learn and hear more about, then please subscribe to the button down below. So without further ado, let's talk about the types of behaviours that you might expect from these children. So there are maybe, say, three main behaviours that I think that are different with children that have had a traumatic beginning, a different start, than children that maybe haven't got that. So for those of you who've watched my other videos, you'll know that I have five birth children, but I've fostered and I've also adopted two boys. And so the key differences that I have found with bringing up the two boys that I have is that there is an underlying insecurity there about the relationship between me and them. So for example, with my own children, they would want to be independent of me. They'd want to go off and play, find things to do, build relationships with other children. But I found with the boys that actually they want to stay close a lot more of the time. They are beginning to become a little bit more independent and they're now 10 and 11, but I would say we're a good few years behind what you would normally expect from children that you've given birth to. Obviously, I can't say this is a blanket thing, but this is my experiences with the boys. The other thing that I found with the boys is that developmentally, it's a lot more of a struggle. So this is obviously not for the same with every family, that not every family's children find education good fun or interesting or achieve well. But I would say for the boys that I have, developmentally, they are further behind and they struggle with concentration at school and they struggle to make friends. So academically, it is more of a challenge with them and we find ourselves having to give a huge amount more input to them than what we would have with our own children. And finally, fears and phobias. Now, this is the biggest difference to my mind with the children that we've cared for, not only the children that we've now adopted, but those that we've cared for through foster care, and they are sometimes manifold fears and phobias. So it will seem totally nonsensical to the adults as to why children might be afraid of certain things, but there's generally a trigger history back to early childhood or some of the abuse or trauma that they've suffered. So let me give you an example. Things like particular bugs or insects or particular circumstances. Maybe they may be a little bit more afraid of males than females or females than males. You might find that loud noises are a huge fear or phobia. I know with the boys, they used to jump at everything when we were out and about. So it's really difficult because what you would be mainly doing as a family that might seem quite normal to you may have several triggers. And over time, as you get to know the children, you will work out what they are and help them through that, or try to identify what they are and name them for them. So, you know, give them some sort of label for what is happening to them. So there's just a short video for you guys. Again, as I say, if you find this helpful, where I go through all types of things relating to child trauma and adoption and fostering, then please do subscribe and you will know when I'm bringing out further videos. Thank you now. Goodbye.